Grim Reaper?
Yeah. Hey all, welcome back to another episode of Corb's Kitchen.
Glad to see we have so many people in the audience on St. Patrick's Day. You guys could be drinking, but you're here watching us instead.
And we have two new viewers we'd like to welcome. I just said I would.
What's on your face?
Reed Daniel and Kendall Marie, welcome to the viewership of Corb's Kitchen.
It's not on the sheet.
That's okay, I'm ad-libbing. Again, I thought he cleaned it.
I see some silly line there.
Okay, so for those of you interested, we won't be making green beer today, but we're going to be making St. Patrick's Day cake pops. Cake pops.
No, you're really just screwing this up.
Oh, you're hurting my feelings.
You said you wanted to read the lines, and you're just jumping all over the place.
Okay. All right, well, so I'll say it again.
Erase that. Hopefully this week's is better than last week's.
Well, you didn't say, oh.
That's the audience is supposed to say that. Oh my gosh. Boy, it's like it's our first episode.
So, all right, just in case
what are we making,
so
Mom?
So just in case you didn't hear, son, we will be making St. Patrick's Day cake pops. And what's the difference between a cake pop and a cake ball, Ethan?
The taste.
No. The stick. All right, so we're off to a roaring start, I can tell.
Well, I've only had like 3 of those cake pops in my life, so.
They're all at Shane and Mary Cruz's
yeah, they were all in
shower.
a baby shower, so we'll see if these are any better.
So, some of you might think we've used up all of our St. Patrick's Day
facts.
But, au contraire, we have a couple more for you. So sit back and take dander.
But you would be wrong. Thanks for reading my line again. Oh my lordy.
Well, then you wear that one.
Don't read the line.
Instead of green, we should really wear blue. Because St. Patrick was known for wearing a light-colored blue. And it only changed to green when they had the, what was that? The Irish independence movement in the 18th century. So there you go. St. Patrick himself would have been pinched for not wearing green.
Well, I don't even know what this says. Oh. So corned beef and cabbage is a traditional St. Patrick's Day dish. In 2009, roughly 26.1 billion pounds of beef and 2.3 billion pounds of cabbage were produced in the United States. And we're having that for dinner.
Nothing like memorizing your lines. Way to go.
Said lady that's reading them all. Goodness gracious.
So, we'll start with a joke here for you. What's Irish and stays out all night, Ethan?
A leprechaun.
Maybe, but that's not the answer to this joke.
What is it, Mom?
Patty O' Furniture.
Who writes these?
My director, producer, and co-star.
The dog. Well, I'll top you one up with that one. Why do people wear shamrocks on St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know, Ethan. Why do they wear shamrocks on St. Patrick's Day?
Because regular rocks are too heavy.
Ba-dum-boom.
So why don't you tell them how to make it?
Make these? All right. Well, at Corb's Kitchen here, we make everything from scratch. So, there will be a recipe on the website that tells you how to make cake from scratch, adding green food coloring. Once your cakes are baked, and I propose that you make them the day ahead so you're not doing everything all in one day, cool them. The next day you're going to put them in a Cuisinart, or you could do it in a bowl, I guess. Add a little bit of cream cheese frosting, prepared, would be easier than making your own, and mix it all together until it's moldable so that you can roll them into the little balls. You're going to place those on a cookie sheet. In the interim, you're going to have melted some white chocolate. Rather than chocolate chips, I would suggest baker's chocolate or such that you would find at a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby. And you're going to melt that. Dip your sticks a little bit in the white chocolate and then stick them in the cake pop. That'll make it easier for you to dip. So then you're going to take the cake pop, you're going to swirl around the white chocolate and put it back on your either wax, foiled or parchment papered cookie sheet, and those going, and then take out whatever color sprinkles you want to do. We have 2 different colors of green sprinkles that we're going to use, and so roll those or sprinkle those on your cake pops. Let them chill a little bit and you're good to go. So that's it. Very easy recipe for this week. Thank you very much.
It's already baked, right?
Yes, it's already baked. Because we baked the cake yesterday.
I'm gonna get one of those stands.
Yes. Oh, we don't have a cake pop stand.
So we're gonna have to eat them all because we have nowhere to store them.
That's right. So we'll just eat them, or the neighbors will be able to make use of those. So anyway. All right, so that's where we are. All right, so we're back for our taste test. It was a rough day in the kitchen. Learned several things. As I said, I made the cake from scratch. So here's my suggestion. You make the cake from scratch, it suggests that you add cocoa powder to it. I would say don't do that, because then when you try to dye your dough, you get more of a sage green instead of a Kelly green or shamrock green. The other suggestion is, instead of liquid food coloring, is to get the more of the green pasty gel stuff that you would get at a either a cake store or a Hobby Lobby or a Michael's. And I use the regular, and I just couldn't get it green enough. So that's 2. Or do the cheap way, just bake a white cake and add green food coloring to it, and you should be A-okay. Other thing I learned, do not make the cake pops, put the stick in it, and then immediately try to dip it into your melted chocolate, because your cake pops end up in the melted chocolate. So I took about a half an hour to an hour and I froze the remaining pops and then did it. Left the warm chocolate on the stove and it was perfect. So hence we came out with what we've got here.
Perfect looking pops.
Perfect pops. So now we're ready to do our taste test. And that's gonna go everywhere, I think.
You just eat it in one bite?
Well, whatever you can do, I guess.
Look
Wow.
how dark it is.
It's very dark green. Army green, I'd say, instead of the Kelly green like you see
You
on
know
the
what it
outside.
tastes like?
What does it taste like?
It tastes like those animal crackers you get us. The pink
Oh yeah,
the
those
pink
frosted,
and, pink and white ones.
Exactly, the frosted animal cookies. That's what it
Tastes
tastes
just
like.
like it. The cake is really moist.
Cake is very moist, so definitely a repeat. I was telling Ethan earlier,
Wow, those are good.
I might do this for Easter. So those of you who are watching that are coming here for Easter, different color, of course. And many thanks to our recipe submitter this week, Erin. Thank you very much. Sorry, whoops, I said the last name again. Gonna have to bleep it. So yeah, little extra playing with it, but we did get it to work. So a definite repeat. Thank you. So, thank you for joining us once again for an episode of Corb's Kitchen. Join us here next week, and we look forward to seeing you. Keep those comments, keep those suggestions coming in, and yeah, thanks for being here.
See you next week.